आ जाओ please take the front seats and just close one door. All the people, those are in the room, my to-do list, my boss's to-do list, मेरे घर की शादी. स्वाति मैम है यहाँ पे? Remember we were talking about this yesterday, right? Boss का approval, many of you had to wait for that, right? CPHI, right? Thank you to all the pharma companies that are here today. Skipping CPHI to be here. CI awards, workshops, viral fever. A few of them couldn't come because of that as well. And a huge round of applause to all those who made it for this one. This one is for you, right? Before we begin into the action, I want, if anybody can answer this question. What is common amongst all these items? Any guesses? MCC, MSM, and if I say it's coming from IIT, nahi, aisa nahi. No guesses?
Packaging?
It's something to do with packaging for sure. That's why we all here. But what are these 5 items? These 5 items were actually the things that Mangalyaan carried. So what is Mangalyaan then? अभी मैं आके बोलूँगा सर अपने को ये 5 कैमरा पॉइंट ए से पॉइंट बी लेके जाना है. What does it need? So Mangalyaan is for me Mangalyaan is a pack. And this is the exact conversation I have done at IIP. That if we are so boastful about something that got created, frugality, A, B, C, D, then why not future of pack? Why we as a packaging fraternity are not speaking about our role as to what we do every day? When COVID happened, the 2 things that they started first was pharma and packaging. Covishield बन सकता था without us? नहीं बन सकता था. Could we get our vaccines? नहीं बन सकती थी. But has that been elaborated somewhere? Have people clapped because packaging industry and pharma industry की ताली बज गई? Covishield आ गया, ये आ गया. हमारी ताली कहाँ है? Right? This is what is the first motivation of future of pack, right? That we do very significant work, and we'll speak about that later as well. But why it is not recognized? Why our industrial bodies, our own institutes does not recognize that we as a fraternity from India is capable to do similar things, just that is not going out of space today, right? Now, this is the rule of future of pack. Accepting gravity. You know the first rocket, what was the thing that they said, the aha moment of launching the first rocket was accepting gravity. Now, what if I came and told you, sir, मैंने ना सबसे best rocket बनाया है. Design ले लो, thrust ले लो, ABC सब ले लो, best है. Problem gravity है. मेरा rocket नहीं उड़ता because gravity है. मैं नहीं कुछ कर सकता. What will you tell me? That you are very far away from reality, right? So, affordability is gravity. I wanted to address this topic upfront for all of us. It's very hard for a brand to increase price, because during one of the conversations with a few of you, we got to know that by increasing the price of the pack, sometimes even the share price can fall, because it goes straight to P&L sometimes, right? Whereas on the other hand, we've got printers and solution partners over here. The solution partners over here are the ones who are capable to invest not only for today but for the next 10 years. These are hand-picked people, right? But then this also comes at a certain price. So where is the balance? So we do some exercise. So today's agenda is all about that, right? We start with a very quick 5-minute introduction. All of us, whoever is the solution partner here, we didn't want you to get bored with PPTs. So we said 5 minutes we all do. Then what we'll do is, we'll open the forum for discussions on the table, based on what you heard here. Alright? Spend some time with some rules which I'll tell you later. Okay? Then we all do an exercise together. This is something that we've created. Rohan will take you through this exercise. We'll all do this together, then we'll close the forum. Right? it's our first time. I am not very willing to be vulnerable to say it is never, we didn't have a template we could copy, right? So it's maybe this becomes the template. So my first request is disobey your past and disconnect with your current roles and your future. It's all about what today needs and how we can contribute. It's only about that. Then we will see what gets fitted there. We've got solution partners over here who will eventually fit whatever needs to get fitted where, right? Second, be curious with them. You know, one of the things that we've understood during these conversations is, many of you don't know that Kris ये भी करता है, Zircon ये भी करता है, Parksons में ये भी available है, Moldtek के पास इतनी capability है. We've seen that you were only thinking that they are a one product, one solution company, right? So be curious with what all they are possible with. They all have done very significant investments recently, right? Second, this is a safe space. Can I request all of you with a round of yes, that whatever gets discussed here has no judgment, we all are here for learnings. Is it a yes?
Yes.
Louder, yes?
Yes.
Agree. Okay. Then, what we would request when you do this exercise is, give us a path of adaptability. जो नहीं हो सकता था और जो नहीं हुआ वो हमको पता है. But what is, like, you know, sir yesterday spoke on stage that today a brand owner's responsibilities become so much that we have to get into the processes to understand various nuances, right? Similarly, what you also want from you is what is the path to adaptability? What is it that looks good but needs to be improved? What is it that has been improved but needs to be amplified, right? And lastly, define next steps and roles, which means that what is it that this enablement has to do once we move out, and we'll speak about that after we close the forum. So with this, I'll now ask Sahil to come and he'll start, and we'll follow after Sahil. We have Sandeep. After Sandeep, we have Amit ji. After Amit ji, we have got Saurabh. After Saurabh, we'll get Sanjeev ji, and then I'll come back. So we'll go back to back 5 minutes each, and then we'll open the forum. All right? Thank you so much.
Bit louder.
And I will ask not to scream and
Yeah,
yell.
now
Okay. I'm Sahil. It's a 5-minute contest. I'll talk fast. If any clarification is needed, just let me know. Most of you know who we are, but just a quick who we are. We're a 40-year-old packaging company. We have manufacturing facilities in South, West, and North. We produce all sorts of labels. Laminates and hygiene packaging are our core products. And just to show our longevity, the average age of a customer within Kris is over 12 years. So that says that people end up sticking with us. Some of the principles as a company that we follow, we have a solution-first mindset. We are packaging suppliers, but we want to provide solutions first. Customer success is our success. It sounds like gibberish, but it's true. Future-ready investment mindset. We tend to invest ahead of time. We don't catch up to demand. We try and create it. We only commit what we can offer. Sustainability is a part of our product development mindset. It's a piece that we try and hit wherever possible. We have a process of rapid proof of concept to commercialization. We don't just create ideas. We want to try and see how it can be executed on a broader scale. As a company, we try and bring something new to the market every 2 years. We have done that for the last 8 to 10 years and hope to do that in the future as well. And Peter sir is sitting here, so I had to write this for him. Quality specifications and specifications are written in stone. That's something that we abide by. Some capability brief for you guys who might not know about it. We consider ourselves a full stack printer. We can print on Gravure, CI Flexo and Narrowweb Flexo. We're one of the few companies who can do that in India, and I think we do it well. We have a dedicated material science team inside the company, so we can iterate on solutions and problems that the customers are facing and how to solve for them. We have a dedicated artwork and pre-press team, so it also helps with moving the idea forward in a systematic fashion, again, ties into commit what we can deliver. We have an innovation cell, which is a team of like 8 people from different functions, different processes, to, again, rapid iteration is basically the theme that we are trying to hit. Again, we have a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility, compliance and all of that. The thing that I want to focus on is what we see, and I hope you guys to engage me on this further. The way we understand it, the FMCG customers, their customers want sustainability. I put it in double inverted commas because I don't think that the consumer really understands sustainability is just a brief. How do we communicate that? How do we do it is something that needs to be spoken about. High P is something that I've written, which a lot of public listed companies appreciate and like. But like Pawan said, any issue in your bottom line, the markets punish you. So this is a real challenge of delivering to the market. Direct to, for the guys who have been around for a while, direct to consumer brands are coming in fast, and the Indian consumption growth, the way I see it, is being taken away by these upstarts. So the incumbents are trying to figure out how to keep their share or rather grow the share. Sales channels are changing. We started with retail, switched to modern retail, then e-commerce, and now quick commerce. I have seen all of this in my 15 years of being an adult. And this rapid change companies are struggling with or trying to find solutions to how to address them. There's an opaque customer information. This is something critical. We should talk about it. The Flipkarts, Amazons, I think Flipkart is here, I'm sorry. But the Flipkarts and Amazons do not share who your customer is, who the product was sold to. In this opaque customer information landscape, how do you try and understand who your true customer is? Same goes for the quick commerce guys. And consumption patterns between generations are different. In the alcohol space, Sanjay sir, you can correct me if I'm wrong, it's a dual concurrent regulation between the center and state is something that you guys need to constantly deal with. Millennials and Gen Zs aren't following the same consumption patterns, meaning I grew up drinking vodka, my young assembly drank gin, and what I hear, tequila is the new rage. So consumption patterns between generations are changing super fast. Preferences, same, are changing fast. And alcohol startups are innovating faster. They are launching products, giving promos, event-specific things are being done. This is something that is happening in the industry. This is what I see. Again, I don't claim to be an expert in your industries. So with this in mind, what can we do? Kris would like to offer a seamless idea generation to commercialization roadmap for any product that we are engaged on. We can work between rapid iteration between solutions, be it labels, laminates, different forms of packaging basically. We can also ensure a coherent execution between different formats. The challenge comes in where the shampoo label looks different from the shampoo sachet. How do we ensure that the brand identity is maintained across platforms is something that is a key problem that we are willing to solve. And also we are willing to invest in projects if it makes sense for both partners. Things that you guys should think about, and maybe we can move the conversation forward. Can we think about going viral with packaging? Instead of trying to go viral with Virat Kohli, can we create a package itself that makes people want to post about you and market for free? How can we give a unique consumer experience with packaging? Japan is by far the leader in this. India generally likes to just more of the same is the mindset. Can we change that? And how can we integrate technology in packaging? Is it unique? Is it printed electronics? Things that we spoke about yesterday. Can we think about those things? And how do we move forward from here? I would recommend we have a 20-minute session. If you guys pick a brand, provide us a brief, we schedule a follow-up call, and let us come to the board and try and give solutions that what can we do, how can we do it, how to move forward. This is what I've prepped. 5 minutes? Awesome.
All right. Sandeep? Yes, please.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon. It's great to see. Sorry. Yeah, it's great to see all the lovely faces here and so much energy and so much expectations. We hope both the parties together will be able to generate some kind of new ideas and go back more excited than what we came in for. So I am from Moldtek Packaging Limited. We are one of the largest rigid packaging companies in India. We process close to 65,000 metric tons a year. In a way, we have helped shape and evolve the rigid packaging industry for paints, lubricants, and many FMCG companies also. And now we are very proud to say we're playing an equally relevant role in the modern trade. The direct-to-consumer business, the Swiggy, Zomatos, and all the delivery systems. So we have 40 years of experience in this space. We operate out of 11 ISO units across India. We are a public listed company. We have about 175 injection molding machines. One of the important things that I'd like to inform is we are a completely backward integrated company, which means we design our own containers, we make our own molds, we make our own labels for IML, on which we do all the decorations, and we also make the robots which pick up the IML and place them in the mold. So we are backward integrated to a level where we've even started programming and making our own robots. And this is important because we can give a seamless and complete solution to the brands. Your brand, your promotion is intact. It is in one place. From the moment you come out with a design, the promotion, the coupon management system, the design, everything, printing labels, until the product is on the shelf, nobody else would have access to it. So like I said, we do quite a lot of business in paint industry. Similarly, in lubricant space also we're quite active. And in FMCG, that's another place from 50 ml to all the way to 4,000 ml, which is 4 liters. We have close to 150 different shapes, sizes, and solutions for various customers. We have a lot of patents. This is one of them. One of our latest. We have an ongoing patent on this for the locking system. It's a very unique solution which allowed us to arrest counterfeiting in edible oil, and there are use cases where the counterfeiting has been arrested to the tune of 86%, which means there were brands where 86% of their volume was getting counterfeited. And amazing case studies we have, and we can catch up later to discuss more about them. But yeah, this is one of them. We're doing a lot of new innovations. We kind of make it a point to launch at least 5 unique shapes and sizes or solutions every year. So we have come out with something unique. The second one, if you see, is for hot beverages. You have a ripped container so that the surface area of what you're holding is not so much. So the heat is not transferred to your hand. But at the same time, we have half of it for your branding because the brand has to be there. Right? That is what gives us identity. We're doing something similar for sipper cups, for milkshakes. So many brands are coming up now, and we see when we order a milkshake on Swiggy or Zomato, it comes very shabbily to us. So that is what we are trying to solve. Yes, there's so many custom packs. We have worked very closely with some of these, and many more of the brands to give a very unique solution based on what the branding team required, based on what the marketing team required. And these are like very unique and very focused on those specific brands and their use cases and their problems. So this is where I just want to spend a minute of the time. See, if you look at what Moldtek believes in, or what we have as our mantra, is that our pack goes through a huge life cycle. When it is created, how it is decorated, how it is filled, it is loaded, it is transferred, it sits on a shelf, the consumer picks it up, and then the consumer uses it, and he then throws it out or disposes. All across this life cycle, we look to add value. And when we add value, we come to you saying that, okay, boss, in your life cycle, we are adding value somewhere. It need not be in the first place, in the last place. Anywhere we add value, I think that is something that we are open to discuss and give a solution to. And that has been what we believe in over the years, and that is the reason why we've been able to innovate so much and give so many solutions to the industries across. This is one of the new things. We have come up with a unique QR code, a peelable part in IML. Again, we can discuss it later, off the stage. And we have ventured into pharma packaging recently. It's been about 1.5 years now. We have come out with a full product mix from bottles, caps and containers, effervescent tubes, even desiccant canisters, and a couple of unique shapes with 2-3 brands also. This is something, the speed to market, I think everyone is focusing on this, everyone needs this. We have everything in-house, so we are very proud to say we can actually come out with a commercial supply within a span of 45 days. Some of our clients we have listed here.
In the world of commerce, products are the alpha and omega. Yet a product transcends mere substance. It embodies a narrative, a vision, and a standard of quality, all encapsulated within its packaging. Welcome to Moldtek Packaging Limited, where every product reflects our relentless pursuit of excellence. With 40 years of expertise, we proudly offer more than 200 innovative packaging solutions across various industrial segments in India. As a listed entity on NSE BSE with a market cap of 3,000 crores, Moldtek reigns supreme in rigid plastics manufacturing. We are leading in packaging innovation, being the only company in Asia with 100% backward integration. Our 50+ member design studio is backed by India's most sophisticated in-house tool room that uses top-notch 5-axis and 3-axis CNC technology imported globally. Our tool room has a vast experience in bringing several revolutionary concepts in Indian packaging by solving the need gaps in numerous industries, like replacing metal cans for paints, spouted pails. We make our own molds and even robotic arms to decrease lead times and increase operational efficiency. The journey from product design to final product involves stages such as conceptualizing, rapid prototyping, robot development, label printing, pilot development, and commercial mold development, along with robotic in mold-labeled containers for food and FMCG, ultimately culminating in the supply of world-class containers. We are committed to excellence and productivity. We achieve this by operating 12 state-of-the-art plants with strategically located stock points nationwide, armed with a formidable arsenal of more than 160 injection molding machines and robots. Our in-mold labeling technique is one of the most advanced techniques in the packaging industry. With an eye on the future, we are charting a course to transform Indian pharmaceutical packaging. Our D3 suite brings unprecedented agility, poised to revolutionize the industry landscape. We have elevated the standards and sophistication with Class 100K clean room facilities at ISO 8 certified pharma unit with HEPA filtered AHUs. As quality reflects our responsibility to our clients and patients worldwide, we relentlessly pursue excellence, putting patients' health and drug efficacy first. Our journey is adorned with prestigious accolades like the Golden Peacock Award, thrice honored by Dun & Bradstreet as the best packaging firm in Asia Pacific, and steadily gracing the Forbes list of top 30 companies under $1 billion. Our tale is just beginning. Moldtek Packaging, the packaging partner you deserve.
Thanks a lot.
Two great presentations. Now let's look forward to the third one. I invite Mr. Amit from Parksons.
Hello everyone. Yeah. Okay. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Within 5 minutes, a brief introduction about the organization and about the reason why this organization is one of the selected ones here today, and why this is one organization with whom we strongly believe that our discussions, our engagements about deciding the future of packaging holds relevance. I am relatively new in Parksons and I serve this organization as a Chief Operating Officer, but the organization existence spans for around 35 years now. an organization which started with a very humble beginning in 1994, 1995, and today is the largest folding carton producer company in India. An organization which is the largest consumption of paper, with close to 20,000 tons of paper being consumed in India. Existence of 12 factories covering pan-India coverage. And while we take pride in saying that it is the largest folding carton company in India, at some point of time the thought also was to think about our global existence. And that's where in 2023 the dream of Parksons eventually came true when we have set up our first overseas factory in Tanzania, East Africa, which is again to make sure that the existence of organizations to serve customers and brands who are not only located in India, have got a strategic partnership with us, but are also existing in Africa. We become a partner who's close to them because we know each other well, and it helps in the overall supply chain reliability. Given the 5 minutes of talk, I'll just touch on a couple of points which I want to highlight here about the belief of this organization. The total business which we do in India is close to 2,000 crores approximately on a yearly basis. And most of the business is eventually into the secondary packaging business, which we call as a folding carton business. But what is very, very important and relevant to be told to the audience here and the brands, that Parksons Packaging also is into primary packaging, where we are paperizing the industry in terms of bringing solutions on board, where the forward-looking packaging options, where the sustainability targets of the brands and their goals are linked to us in terms of we committing to come up with solutions which has paper as a replacement for most of the plastic product portfolio which is there. The primary packaging business is roughly 10% of our total business. And in the last 3 years, this organization has invested close to 400 crores in terms of infrastructure, innovation, and technology to make sure that as a business partner, and I was referring to someone downstairs when the meetings were happening, this one word which was used many times, converters, and I personally, it hits me somewhere. I don't think we are converters. Converter is someone to whom you go and say, boss, ye hai, bana ke de do. There is no intelligence in terms of designing the pack. And I would love that the converter words actually has to be replaced with packaging partners, packaging solution providers, which is exactly this forum is all about. What is in front of you, sir? Which is surprising, but that's the way we believe we have to invest in technology. Parksons in year 2024-25 has invested in close to $9 million on a tandem laminator. Because if we believe we are the paper packaging solution provider, the things about innovation has to be done in paper. And unless you have something in your house to do or play with paper, from where would innovation come across? We would also wanted everyone to know that we are also a strong believer of the fact that when you've got technology in-house, your ability to do permutations and combinations to play with your packaging solutions under the guidance of your business partners, it becomes easy. It's a class 100,000. I saw the gentleman emphasizing this, and it is important to say because when you deal with primary packaging, the GMP, the hygiene plays the most important part. This facility is in Chakan, it is up and running, and we are very happy to share with all of you that some of the prestigious business houses in India are also engaged with us at this moment, where we are trying to do innovations on barrier properties, find out alternatives without compromising the basis of business profitable growth. Because an innovation also has to make sure that the business comes on board and the business is meaningful for both the parties. I'm also very happy to share with all of you that when you talk of innovation, it also needs domain expertise to be within your organization. And when you are a strong believer of redefining the future of pack, there is a need for the organizations to invest in talent who are strong in research and innovation. Parksons in 2025 has actually set up a 3,000 square feet in-house research and development lab with an investment of close to $1 million, only to make sure that the packaging brilliance which is on the brand side and the interaction which happens with collaboration with us, the agility of the organization to do these developments are faster, are secured because they are in-house, because most of the developments you want, sometimes you do, you want it to be executed in a secured environment where the information protocols around those developments are controlled. This facility is in Chakan, up and running, and it's available for the masses. I was in the session yesterday, and there was a lot of discussion about whether it is gravure, whether it is flexo, whether it is digital. We are fortunate, we are blessed, and we are happy to share with that. We invested in a 17 station flexo technology in 2023, and on records, we've got 41 offset presses in India, and this is the first flexo press in which we have invested. And again, the idea, sir, and I want to emphasize on that part, is that market is becoming tougher, it's becoming competitive, and unless you come up with something which makes sense, the ability of an organization to sustain the longevity of business comes under question mark. Now, when we say offset, and I'm actually the most stupid person in this room because it doesn't come from printing background. As a qualification, whatever I've learned in printing is being with the printing experts for the last 17 years. I'm a mechanical engineer myself. But when you look at the way we execute offset today, and let's say for an example, if a brand needs a product which has got 7 stages of embellishments through which the process has to go, it's actually 7 WIPs. It's 7 different processes, it's 7 different manpower. And what happens at the last stage of the process is you finish the product and say shortfall ho gaya yaar, wastage zyada ho gaya. And you deliver to customer and he says that, boss, what does it make sense? I ordered you 1 lakh pieces, you've given me 90,000, where has the 10,000 gone? And I say, sir, process 3 mein gadbad ho gaya process. And then the biggest pain of operations, if you go back and say I need 10,000 pieces, and I have my manufacturing partners there, it's a nightmare to do an entire process again for 10,000 pieces. We believed in flexo, and what we have done is the 17 station flexo on which you can do rotogravure, you can do flexo, you can do online cold foil, you can do backside printing, you can do online creasing, die cutting, embossing. So it's basically roll to product, it's roll to roll, it's roll to sheet. You want to play with us, we have got the house where to play it. Some of the product portfolios which are somebody was asking me, and while these pictures are here, the solutions are on display for all of you to discuss with us, engage and see how we can make these happen. This is the last photograph, and I want to leave you with this thought. I heard a lot of discussions around yesterday about regulatory compliances and the change which is happening in the ecosystem in India. Most of you, with your experience and the organizations which you represent, you have been to European economy, and we know that the protocols are stringent there. But what we see happening is that the protocols slowly and steadily are coming to India. We already have 4 states in India. We have released notifications about banning water bottles. And the problem is not about banning water bottles of plastics. If not in plastic bottles, from where would we drink water? And that's where we believe that Parksons Packaging for the last 5 years has been working on certain developments, some product solutions, packaging solutions, where we are able to provide solutions for the problems which the country as an outcome of the regulatory compliances is going to face. What I present to you, gentlemen, is a packaging solution which we have successfully delivered in the market. We are exporting it to US, we are exporting it to Singapore. We have close to 500,000 pieces being sold in India every month, where few forward-looking business partners have engaged with us. And while it is simple to say, but water is a silent beast. It is tasteless, it is odorless, and it is the way people would want to experience it. But packing water in paper is not an easy thing to do. But as a backward process integration of whatever needs to be done has been done in the organization, and we proudly present to you the solution here and solution on the deck. Last statement from my side is, see, generally when we have engagement sessions like us, I strongly believe that the appreciation of engaging with each other has to be in the process of engagement. Outcomes would anyway come, they may not come, but the appreciation is in engaging with a vision to find solutions for future. And when I say so, I would also want to highlight that in this process, there could be incidences when we feel pain, result nahi aa raha. There is a pain because we want things to happen, but this is science, this is innovation, it may take its time. And there is a very beautiful phrase which says that while pain is inevitable, suffering is optional, right? Choose the right partner, the right business partner with whom you can have your packaging solutions for future. Thank you so much for your patience and listening to me. We will interact more once we are on the dais.
Thank you, thank you. Now next, we'll have to introduce Saurabh, and Saurabh is going to speak from the chair. As you can see, the guy is very committed, didn't want to miss it, has flown in this morning only for this. Saurabh, can you just come here? Thank you.
Hello. First of all, thank you everyone. This is something as future of pack. 5 minutes is something I think very less that as a time that I can talk about in the future of pack. But I'll try to summarize it as short as possible. So we as San Printech are basically solution partners, and what you see here is packaging. What is packaging? Let's talk about what is packaging basically. Packaging, why do we have the packaging? Either to protect the product, to beautify it, to engage with the customer, and that is what also marketing is. So that is why packaging is something which we have put as a word together. We have trademarked this as well. Packaging is marketing, and that is how packaging comes into place. We are a solution partners to the industry in terms of printers as well as different brands, and we believe in creating something which is different, which sometimes can be ahead of the market as well. And I would say very lucky that we have wonderful printers in India who really like to try different possibilities, innovate, and look at what we can give to the industry. With packaging, I would also want to tell you about what I was having a article where I was reading this, and they said why Indian brands are not there in the world that we see, like let's say Oriflame or all different brands which come from outside to India, but there are brands which from India can also go to the world. And one of the point over there was also about packaging. Packaging, how we place it really makes it, not just about the product first hand. With the packaging also, people would like to pick it up from the market and also try it. then definitely your product also makes an impact. But the first hand, what comes is packaging, and how you engage is one of the most important point. So here, that is how we call it, as we are an ecosystem of solutions where we can help in terms of as in making packaging as an experience. Having, a lot of times we are just talking until almost 4 to 5 years back, only thing what we used to talk was majorly gloss. But now if we see, there is matte, gloss, and there are so many different possibilities. So we try to let's say understand or make with the brands. When we discuss, we tell them, can we connect the product or the consumer with the packaging? Like if it's a baby product, baby soft is one of the very. So these are the different things that we started looking at, and when we started giving solutions to the industry, we saw there is so much to do, and still only right now we are able to explore, I would say, very little percentage of it. That's why we say product packaging design, how we can make the best out of it to the market, with different materials or different possibilities. And we have experience and work for different solutions, which are, you can already have a look at it. It is tubes, labels, cartons, and we have worked with leading printers in India as well. Next. So what we try to do with brands, we try to understand what is the objectives, what are the outcomes that you are looking at. And because we have expertise, as we have worked on the machine, we have understood the machines, we have understood inks, coating, different materials, which helps us to really give a gist or an understanding. Okay, if you go for so and so product and you are trying to do with so and so printer or so and so machine, these are the possibilities. So a predefined objectives can be understood at an initial level, which gives you some picture in your mind, and then it can be also taken ahead onto the different printing presses. I would again thank all the printers who are continuously innovating, because until and unless if you take these steps ahead, where you invest in different technologies, which we also saw from Amit ji right now, also a talk from Sahil, and we have a couple of more people like Sanjeev ji also coming ahead. Until unless they invest and they really like to show about this, we are not able to explore. And what we believe in is, let's take the packaging not just in India, but India to the world as well. So we have a very strong relation with the brands as well as with the printers. Our experts, we have technical experts, so we have worked on many different projects where until unless we feel it is practically impossible, we say let's try. The first most important thing is let's try, let's work on this. If it is negative, it is negative. And sorry, as Pawan also mentioned earlier, if we would have said, अरे मंगलयान ये चीज़ के हिसाब से नहीं try नहीं करते तो वो possible नहीं होता. So we have to try on certain things to really look at that, and we can elevate the packaging and the experience that we bring to the market. And because of the technical expertise and understanding of different products that we have in terms of inks, coatings, materials, boards, plastics, we can give you the ideas in terms of, okay, this is the possibilities that you are looking at. So, and sometimes what happens is, let's say even we have done with some of the brands where it is a new product launch, we have just an artwork in front of us, artwork to prototype to the launch as well. Over the time, with the experience that we have understood how much time it can take, how fast we can do, also suggest if brands or the partners are open, these are the possible places, because we keep going to all the different printers, so we educate the brands. This is something new which has come at the particular place, you can try. I understand a lot of places it does happen that, oh, we have this as a supplier. That is also that we work on, okay, this is a possible supplier. but it's also good to explore why people have invested in different technologies and what are the different outcomes which can come. So this is how we have understood, and we are able to educate in terms of how we can get more faster from idea to prototype. We do have some samples where we can also mention about different possibilities. What we work on, sustainability, beautification, certain security applications as well. These are our main strong points as well. So we are happy to really help in different possibilities. Now I can say that who we are. We have actually 30 years of experience in terms of providing different solutions, different materials into the industry, which is for screen printing, industrial solutions, where we call about different equipments, printing and packaging, which again involves different materials. So here also we can say is about the equipments we have. So we also understand UV or different drying technologies and how we can make it more faster. So this is the part that we help you guys to understand and make the possible outcomes, the best possible outcomes. We have the experience, 15 years of technical experience working on the machines with different printers, and we work on different inks, coatings, security applications. We are also trying to include different tech, just not the QR code, which is most commonly used. So as in how we are upgrading our knowledge, we would be always happy to share this with all of you guys. So we also use this as an expertise from our side. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh. Now I invite Sanjeev ji from Zircon.
Last already people are listening so much. I still want to speak.
Well, last is me still.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, I'll not take much of your time. Not a printing company, not a packaging company. This company started, I just saw the people presenting, I think that way we are the youngest, only 15 years old, when we just thought about this company. We are a technology-driven company for protecting money, your IDs, your documents. That's the way we started it off. We are a high security graphic generation companies. We have a lot of patents, a lot of technologies which we have licensed globally, and we are the only company in the country who earn the royalties from these technologies. And today I say proudly 57 countries in the world today use our technology to design money, passports, tax stamps, a number of high security documents. Then the question came to us of the day, how we landed in packaging. When we developed these technologies, so many companies we talked about this is protecting IDs, documents is okay, but money is not only what is we are carrying in our pocket. The products what we use is the money. Because as a brand, when we sell it up, it comes back to us. And then they talked about us counterfeiting, and there the journey started for us as a packaging introduction. What we do in packaging industry, how we started it up, we tried when somebody is stealing your product, your brand, what are they doing actually? They are copying your brands so easily. All of my friends talked about latest printing technologies. But what is, it is two sides sword. These latest printing technologies are killing brands also. Think like that. Today I can duplicate your brand by blink of an eye. So much printing technology available. Who is stopping me? All packaging and marketing team works so hard to develop a brand, years together. and a smart counterfeiter takes away all your effort and money from you. So there Zircon came into the picture. I'm not going to talk about what we do, how many machines, how many plants. What I say it up, for us, the brand is a lifeline of a company. Why? Because brand brings money to us. It brings credibility to us. It makes us stand in society. For an employee, we feel associated in the public. Hey, no, I work for this company. I know this brand is ours. So there's a way the brand gives us back what we are. And when all your hard work is taken by somebody not very smart, but actually in packaging and printing, we never thought of this portion at all. And today, sometimes I feel my packaging colleagues, they have only one, with respect, reduce the price. Only one statement from the management, reduce the price. Reduce the pack size, reduce the print size, reduce the price. So you are making the brand more vulnerable. What is happening it up? First of all, I remember 10 years back, brands were finding it difficult to accept they have a counterfeit. Because they were thinking if they say they have a counterfeit, no, there's a problem. Okay, we have passed that difficult area. Today we accept we have a counterfeit. FMCG maybe 25%, automobiles 50%, pharma 30%, you name it. So today what we feel Indian industries across maybe at 1/4 is a fake. The losses to the nation, losses to the company. Now on the top of it, we want sustainability. Means new innovations, new technologies required. And the management says, sorry, we don't have money because of this and that reason. Actually, money was always there. Even in the morning session, I was telling, money is always there. And somebody is stealing in front of our eyes. We know that. I need beautification. But first I should be healthy. If I'm not healthy, what I will do with all those lotions and creams? So the brand has to be healthy first. How we will make brand healthy? We have to protect it. So that's what we do it up. Zircon is your partner. What we do in, I don't use any optical variable device. I don't use much of things. I always given a thought. Let's look into what is the most secure print in the world. It's a print. Whether you're printing currency, you're printing passports, you're printing labels, you're printing shin sleeves, you're printing monocard. Ultimately, is an ink on a substrate. Look into what makes it different from the high security documents and our packs. They all are printing. There's no rocket science there. Only thing is those graphics cannot be replicated as easily as your brand graphics are. It is just a magic of a scanner and a Photoshop and your product is gone. Trust me, you think I'm just launching the product today. But somebody will take 2-3 years later, it should take a size. No, sorry. Today counterfeiters are much ahead of you and us in the printing fraternity. They have the much better technology than you think we all are talking about here. Because they have no responsibility to the government, to the society at large, and to somebody in the company. If something happens to someone, you and we are responsible to answer it. If somebody dies, something goes wrong, particularly for my friends who are in the food industry, because we consume it. Then think about somebody is using a skin products, more difficult situations. Now, and I was just reading, the laws are changing so fast, so we are, the rope is getting tightened towards our neck. So it means we should look something to do to protect our brands. What we created, we call it an IG-gram, is like in a hybrid fusion. We do not touch your graphics because that's a marketing and packaging developed together. That's the image of the brand. There's the way the brand is being identified. I'll just take 1 minute. When we all go to the modern trade or any shop, I don't remember we go to very close to a shelf and say, oh, I want Colgate Green, I want Taj. No, from distance we know that's what we want to buy. We just go and pick it up. I don't think anybody goes and this is blue or this is, no, we know that's brand. Why? All living organisms, not the human beings only. We remember things by colors and graphics. Many brands are there which are locked in a color. It could be yellow and red for a tomato ketchup, or it may be something different for someone, and brand cannot change those colors because the product is trapped in those colors. So what we do, we make it impossible. I am using the word impossible for a counterfeiter to steal your brand's graphics. Because what are they duplicating is colors, graphics, text of your brand, your image, your product. We make it impossible. Whatever they do, I'm supporting as an organization today almost 300 plus large brands with millions and millions of packs in the market from last 7 years. Till today, I have not got a single complaint that the product has been copied 100%. No way, because it's not that I'm printing, it's a science, it's a technology which is making it impossible. Now, what we do, we are a technology company creating a graphics. So we thought how to give it to the packaging industry, so to the brand. So we use packaging as a bridge. In this journey of brand protection, we use packaging as a bridge, and in that journey, Zircon became today one of the largest label manufacturing company of this country. We have 5 different plants across India. You think about a label, you think about an embellishment with security or without security, you will find us there. Another dimension we thought about 360 degree. Now, but for here also we never left our brand security. So even 2-side print now, we are just changing the world. Till today, shrink sleeve was a plastic. You just see with us, you can feel the plastic. Lot of things on both the sides of shrink sleeves, along with security. Sustainability, we became the largest composite and telescopic canisters, along with security in the country. We also changed a pharma industry in security foils. So first time in this country we introduced high security pharma foils. So these are 4 major categories. So all packs area, with or without brand security, we are there. But we personally say, please do not leave brand security. Your pack matter to us, because we feel when a customer is picking up your product, he should feel, he should be able to interact with it, and he should feel, oh, I'm buying a secure product. I don't want you should advertise, my pack is safe. You buy online or you buy offline. You should be confident enough that your pack is always safe because it is being protected by IG-gram. Thank you. Thanks all.
Okay, so wrap up my presentation because, well, what you saw over here are able printers in all categories. So I don't have to really talk much about what we do because we are enablers, right? So all these people have a common thread. They are the largest labels, cartons, shrinks, flexible companies of the country. The reason why we chose them to be here is not just because they got OMETs, it's because you've seen their capabilities to make you capable, right? What we do as OMET, we are probably the global leader to do flexo and combination printing presses in a single pass, which means no matter what proprietary structures or graphics that you are able to create, we are able to deliver them without multiple processes in different machines. You can have different kind of machine, different kind of printing technologies and other technologies inside the same press. I just wanted to spend 1 minute on the 4 major trends that we've seen globally and we see coming in India. The first one is, how can we make spot structures? Many a times in packaging, the value is getting destroyed because spot structures are not possible. You have to buy fully coated materials from somewhere and then get them converted. Number 2, compliance packaging for mature markets, starting from India. That's also a big trend that is coming up, and we've got various solutions for that as well. Number 3, create your structures and print and secure in a single pass, right? So how we do that for brands globally and how are we doing it for brands over here, with companies over here, you will be able to see on our table. And lastly, complex graphics, as Sanjeev ji said, this is a trend that we are seeing, that complex graphics creates barriers to duplicacy. And this can be done with a single pass machine where you can choose as an a la carte, right? So all these printers over here have these capabilities. So we can create structures and graphics which can be secured in 2-3 printers who can then deliver this value to you. So this is what OMET brings. Whatever product that you choose, we are available across the sectors, right? I've rushed myself up because now what we want to do is I want to do this open forum. Because we have Preeti ji over here and she has a session at 2 and a flight at 5. My request is we kind of wrap it up by 1:40 so that you will have about 15-20 minutes to quickly have your lunch, right? So today we'll have a rush lunch, but you'll have a lot of brainstorming, right? It's 1:15. Let's say till about 1:25, we'll open the forum for all of you to go and engage with the 6 of us over here. We'll come back in 10 minutes. We'll do a brainstorming session in 10 minutes, right? And then we'll close this, right? So let's be with the solution partners for the next 10 minutes. Thank you. Okay, coming to you. Correct. I hope the solution partners will give us the form filled back. That's it. Let's close. So one learning from each table. So we'll start with, okay, pause, discussions out, time out. I know you guys are loving it. Yeah. So what we'll do is, we'll start with, okay, hurry up. The only problem is they are waiting downstairs. Yeah, please. We start with Sandeep, then we go to Sahil, then we are coming to Abdish, then we are going to Sanjeev ji, and then we are coming to Saurabh. One key takeaway.
Good afternoon, everyone. Again, thanks a lot for this opportunity. We had very meaningful conversation on this table, very engaging. I think I have a lot of ideas running in my mind, so it's really nice. We have discussed about multiple challenges, but primarily there are 2 big challenges, if we can put it under an umbrella. One is about the product design. One is a challenge, the main challenges across all these formats is how we can have more innovative product design and also somehow imbibe consumer experience into it. Because the new age consumer perception and behavior is a little different. So those are the challenges which a lot of my colleagues on my table are looking at. And why they are not adaptable is like it's a challenge or a solution. What the brands are looking for is something which attacks or gives a solution for 2 or 3 things. It has to be a hybrid solution. It cannot be a solution only for design or only for security. It has to be a solution which is more hybrid in nature. And we also have to make it sustainable. So whatever we are printing, we're all here for a printing thing. So whatever we're printing, can we make it washable so that it can be recycled? So that is another thing. And why we are unable to implement these solutions? Obviously, everything is boiling down to cost. But if we just take one step back, MOQ is one of the important challenges which, we have solutions, but if brands have to try it, I cannot say that, okay, you need to take minimum of 2 million per month for me to make it viable, and then that's where it stops. So we have to look at lower MOQs, at least for trials, and how do we make it happen. And there are some support that is required to actually make it happen. We just cannot stop at only the from a supplier perspective. I have to talk to your filling lines, OEMs, and so that I have to make it viable, so that we have to keep in mind your existing infrastructure so that you can adapt the new solutions. In a nutshell, this is, I think, what we have discussed. And yeah, so the underlying thing in this has been two aspects. One is the consumer engagement. The new age consumer is engaging in a different manner, new manner, and it has to be sustainable. Right. So this is what we have from our table. Thanks a lot.
Just to one point, I just want to add here, the sustainability with affordability. That's what you mentioned.
So the underlying thing is cost across. I think we'll all smile. All my 6 colleagues will smile with this. But yes. But one thing which Pawan has mentioned, let's not just look at it at a cost. Cost is equal to value. I remember that slide. I'm going to copy that slide in my presentations going forward. Thank you.
Thank you. But yes, we said that's gravity, right? So both sides have to accept gravity, right? Only when we accept gravity, we move forward and launch the rocket. We'll figure that out. Okay, Sahil, 1 minute please.
I did this in school and I'm going to do this now. I want to copy his homework. That's basically what we also arrived at. Customers' sensory experience and product packaging interaction is something that brands would like to work on, and try and do innovation and try new things out is a major piece that is coming out. Sustainability and affordability was also a piece of what we spoke about. Some of the challenges or why we are not able to adapt, the scale of the solutions that are being offered are for some of the brands an issue. There is a prototyping that is possible, but scaling the product is a challenge. The gap is because of infrastructure. People have smaller lines. If you are buying millions of virgin or recycled boards and all of a sudden you want to use a different fiber board, the infrastructure doesn't exist, the supply chain is not available. What we can do, collaborative product development is something that we spoke about. We also think that end-to-end solution, what he said, all the way from making the packaging to how it's going to be packed to how it's going to go to the consumer, and then again how it's going to be recycled or disposed of correctly, is a theme that needs to be assessed and looked at. And win-win outcome is quite vanilla. The point is to grow together, and that's basically it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Also, Sahil, one more point to your and his point.
Sure.
Not only end-to-end, also an early engagement of the partners,
Yes.
everybody in the supply chain.
So we
Yeah.
spoke
Yeah.
about alternate material.
Yeah.
How do we really bring the alternate material?
Right. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's what I said, that I think the spirit of co-creation and early participation of everybody in the supply chain, not only the brand, not only the printer or converter for any, lack of a better word, but also the OEM, so that we have everybody's participation right from the beginning, so have more efficient solutions.
Awesome.
I
Sanjeev ji?
would just like to add one point. So
Please add your points. Yes, please.
Yeah.
This is what it is about. Yes.
So we were also discussing about development across the alternate materials, be it paperboard or anything else. So we are too much dependent on wood pulp as of now. So can we drive value out of waste? India is the biggest economy in agriculture. Can we utilize agricultural waste, developing materials which meets the compliance needs, which meets the regulatory needs, which brings the affordability, and which meets the sustainability needs for all the brand owners in the organization?
So you wanted to say something?
So the main concern is nitrosamines. Why? Because this every industry is facing nitrosamine related issues.
Right.
Why? Because there are so many regulations from US and Europe markets also.
Right.
So everybody, we are asking a declaration for nitrosamine free. So this is related to mainly printing industries, either label or flexible packaging materials, everything.
Right.
Now this is getting interesting.
Yeah, so we also talk about how can we, create a packaging just beyond packaging by adding playfulness and make it more interactive so that it can be retained with the consumer and the brand recall can be there even after the usage of the product. So how can we make it better through the packaging? Yeah.
Thank you. I'll have to keep it a bit short. Now we go to Sanjeev ji.
On this table, we will talk two things.
Yes.
Two things we talk about here is sustainability. One thing, and what we thought on this table, the complete infrastructure is missing. Something is there, something is not there. So machines, partners, the complete cycle is missing. Like one said, de-inking. Now de-inking is possible. The inks are available, it's easily available. But example, so the who will do de-ink it, who will print it. So what we feel on this table, the complete infrastructure for sustainability is not there. Second is that particularly for flexible packaging, people are moving back to because of this or that bet. So then again the sustainability will become a challenge. So we look forward to a solution where the complete cycle of sustainability can be taken care of. We also discussed a very hidden challenge for the industry is leakage or pilferage of your secondary packs, which value-wise may be 1 rupee, but the problem-wise is 10 rupees because that 1 rupee, when you have to give back to the retailer or your distributor to get that money from the company, all the people who have to sign it, give the reason that blah, blah, blah. It's a big challenge for time loss and definitely money loss, not directly but indirectly. Currently, what the industry is using, either they are weighing the pack, the shipper carton, or they are putting the adhesives on both the sides, but that doesn't work at all. Because what we discussed, the guy who's doing the pilferage, he is not doing anything tampering, he is very beautifully tearing it off your shipper carton, throws it off, 20 rupees. He buys your company shipper carton, and 15 rupees your tape. He takes out 10 box, 10 shipper from you, and make it 14, and sells it off, and then all the payments you take care of. So that's another problem. They feel it's a very big challenge in the industry. So we call it a pilferage from shipper cartons. Last thing we discussed here, that counterfeit is a challenge, irrespective of the brand, irrespective of the industry, whether we accept it or we don't accept it. Solutions, some have tried it, some are trying it up, but still is a journey going on. I want to just add a point we just recently has done, anti-counterfeiting market size in India. I just corrected to the Accenture who did the study, and I think we just last 2 months before. As per them, the Indian industry size for anti-counterfeiting solution, they said size, I said opportunity, is 20,000 crores or 12,000 crores?
20.
It's a 20,000 crore industry.
It's a counterfeit industry?
No, solution industry.
Solutions.
So just think it of, if the solution industry size is 20,000 crores, you all understood what I want to convey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Products and performance products from a consumer brand perspective. The brand owners specifically want the packaging to perform well in all conditions because the shelf life is more whatever is required. Even for fresh packaging, wherever there are exports, they want the packaging to perform for a longer time. Traceability of recycled content is something which the brand owners want, and in fact some are even ambitious that not the first recycle in case of rPET, even second and the third recycle. How do we ensure that? One of the major problem which is highlighted is it's not only about counterfeited packaging, it is also about real packaging, counterfeit products which are found in the packs. And one very large consumer brand, which dominates the cleaning segment, they have highlighted that in case of rigid packaging, where liquid is inside the packaging, there is a huge problem of counterfeiting, and they are not able to solve it even by digitalization of the content. Even if you have QR codes, then also they are not able to solve it. So how do we educate consumer in parallel so that such counterfeit avoidance can be done at scale? What are the things which they want in terms of what are the barriers to adopt sustainable or affordable sustainability? Is cost. right first time. So they feel that the partners, the supply partners are not able to do right first time. And even if they're able to do right first time, they're not able to match the speed at which the brand wants to move. One brand, I think this point is very important. We use common testing parameters, whether these are the virgin ingredients or whether these are the recycled ingredients. So one of the important information input is that we should have separate testing parameters for virgin as well as for recycled components. In terms of why these kind of things are not being implemented, even if there are partners which are available. Say, let's talk about Parksons, that we are willing to partner with brands. The fear with the brands is monopolization. The giants like Parksons, they have the ability to create an independent solution and give you 100% supply, but the brands don't want to be 100% dependent on large companies. And what is the solution? The solution is collaboration, right? You develop solutions which are vertically integrated, which are horizontally integrated. They can be supplied to the entire industry, so that the entire industry is able to grow that way. And I think this is a very, very positive input. I really appreciate it. Last, how do we create a win-win outcome? Probably it is summed up in the previous point. The key is collaboration, and the collaboration across the value chain, not only at the purchaser front, but also at the technical front, so that everybody works together to the common cause, and we create sustainability, more affordable, more scalable, protect our planet, and protect the consumer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I think we have made at least one step in the right direction with this collaboration forum over here, right?
Yes,
if that is a big ask, right? Last step. Saurabh, go ahead.
Hello. First of all, thank you, because most of the points are covered. So hopefully I will be short enough. So here, the two major parts that we discuss and what we would say as an outcome is, first of all, how we can optimize packaging. When we say optimize packaging, it's not just about a particular printing or something. It can be about structures, it can be about rigid plastics, to anything, basically make it in the best way possible that we can engage with the customer. So optimize that. And to optimize it, also the first most important part is about the knowledge. So we feel one of the gaps which is there, what we discussed overall together, is technical skills, or basically technical knowledge that goes around the whole cycle or the whole packaging life. So how we can improve on that, and I think with what we discussed, a win-win outcome towards this will be how we can increase more of these knowledge so that each and everyone gets the benefit of it. And most of the things, as we saw from all the different tables, we have very common challenges. So we can definitely make it, with the knowledge sharing, we can make it a bigger outcome for each and everyone, not just for one single person. Also, what we spoke about, one of the gaps or challenges was MOQs, which is also spoken. This is something also which will come more with knowledge and security. Security is not just from printing, but it can be also again from structures or different possibilities. So this is what we take forward, and I think this is a great thing to look forward in the packaging industry to make it even better. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll spend 5 minutes on the journey forward, then Papa will give a word of thanks, and we'll then go for lunch, right? But how many of you, raise of hands, love this session? Wow.
Well, the question is, when are we meeting again?
Well, we will definitely meet again with a much more structured approach, more time to our hands, to get all of you. You've seen the CX level people from the promoters have come. We've seen the heads from the brands have come. To get your time is very difficult. So we have to make more use of it. And I thank Sakshi that she's allowed us to continue the session from the organizer side, because they do have something going downstairs, but they saw what we were doing and they let us do. So thank you so much for that, Sakshi. But let me start with this. Do you guys know how many tech workers lost their jobs in the last 2 years? Any idea? We all know what is taking it away, right? Right? But look at the number. Almost 500,000 workers globally and almost 100,000 people from India. ये तो official numbers हैं जो internet में मिल जाते हैं. The story is even worse. But then my question is, what are the similar numbers for packaging development professionals? Any idea? Huh? Well, it's actually something very interesting. As per the research perplexity, which is now the guru of research, there is currently very little evidence that packaging development professionals are facing large-scale layoffs due to AI. Unlike software engineering and some IT roles, instead, AI is transforming packaging industry by making processes more efficient, enabling innovations, but the sector still relies heavily on human creativity and design. Please give yourself a round of applause. I don't see it changing. That's why we need more of these forums. That's why we needed to do this once to get you here to spark something out. I think we will get a lot of collaborative ideas. Rohan has done a great job talking to each of the brand owners. I think he's spoken to all of you. So we've got some projects from you. We've got 6 big ideas from here. We would request that after this forum, we all collaborate at least in whatever way we can to begin with. Somebody spoke about rigids not being secured, we have a partner here. Somebody's talking about paper-based structures, we have a partner there. Somebody's talking about virality and engagement, we have a partner here. Somebody's talking about security, we are there. And somebody who wants everything to be done better, then we have a partner there as well. So we are in this room, we have everything that we need for the future of PAC. Then, which side we are on? Are we on the man side or are we on the machine side? As packaging development professionals, right? I think we are on the human side, correct? Right? And this is what I'm saying. We all have to do it together to make an impact. I keep going back to Mangalyaan. It's a pack, right? And we also need to stand together. You know what these techies do? One thing in common. They may not tell that they are working on AI, but they have their GitHubs, they have their various forums on which they come and they help each other develop the next step. So you don't have to tell them which house you are making. We don't want to, some of the information that you are carrying today is proprietary. We don't want to know all of it. But let's say if you're finding a barrier, let's say if you're finding a primer, let's say if you're finding a virality solution, can this forum commit to come together for one thing? That come together and become an enabler at a humanitarian level. Which means, if the big idea cannot be revealed, don't. But if somebody is stuck and you have an answer, can you share? Can you inspire? Right? Because we have your database. We are going to come. We are going to come and ask for help. Right? You are going to come and ask help from us as well. And we will continue this journey till the time we make, at least from future of PAC side, which is actually all of you. I'm going to actually include you in this. Uska bhi rassi leke aaya main aaj. Right? We are going to make it so inclusive so that we all can move together at least 10 steps. And then whoever wants to join us will join us. Right? And why is that? Because, can anybody say which pack Almighty designed for us to be here? Which is that one pack that God had to create for all of us to be here? So he is also a packaging developer. Right? Apple, the mother's womb, right? What about atmosphere? What about the ozone layer? Right? So guys, thank you. You know what? We are giving you all a new identity today. Right? And before I reveal the new identity, I want to reveal to you a secret mission that a few of us over here know, and all of you will know from today, and you are going to become their brand ambassador. Let's see what is the mission. with its genius, and the genius are inside this room right now. If you left everything else and you came here, for us it's a sign enough, right? And from here the journey has to be taken together. What happens next? Prakriti has three main things, and why I call this Prakriti V? Because it cannot happen without us. That time has come. Governments are screaming, brands are screaming, climate is screaming, and our future children and humanity doesn't need to worry about nature now when they have lots of other things to worry, such as AI, anxiety, depression, identity. So we made three pillars of Prakriti. Pillar number one is the packaging fraternity, and that's why it's called sustainable. The second is health. The third is abundance. You all will continue to get invites for all the initiatives that we do, right? Because you are the first genius of this. If we don't do our act, no other act is possible, right? So, as I said, whatever is needed is available in this, right? You know, me and Sanjeev ji, we both follow Ashravakhat Gita, and one of the things it said is, "Jo tujhe chahiye, wo tere paas abhi hai." Right? And have you not realized it today? Have you all some way or the other not realized it that, yeah, rigid चाहिए तो है, shrink चाहिए तो है, carton चाहिए तो है, label चाहिए तो है, flexible चाहिए तो है, सब कुछ तो है यहाँ, right? All we need to do is to come and share and talk, either ask or inspire, right? I would request all of you to scan this, join this page, because the further things, although Papa will continue to do the great effort that he did to get us all in one room, but we will also be putting a lot of announcements here. We would also be doing nationwide sessions, as some of you already requested. We are also having a development enabling team which is led by Rohan, Mr. Narayan Venkatesh, who is going across the globe. These people did not have time to come today on stage, but eventually you will get to know about them as we start the process of co-creation. Future of Pack stories, I want all of you to be covered and whatever you have done, right? We want to first put it all out that these people have created something and that deserves a recognition. In fact, all of you, when you go out, we wanted to do it one by one, we don't have time. We brought in mementos for you as well. So please collect your memento as well as you go. Even the solution partners, their mementos for you as well. All of us has a memento in this room, we have to collect it. So we are doing this, we are doing the fellowship recognition. There is a lot more coming. But as I said, we would need your time and attention. And you've already seen the purpose, right? The memento is to remind you of the purpose every day, right? So with that, I'll call now Dad to come and give a vote of thanks, without whom, I have to thank actually, without whom all of this was not possible. And then we have to do a group picture, because then something else will come after the picture. So we'll do a group picture. That you will see on social later.
The page of Prakriti.
Yes, that's exactly what we do. And then, yeah, it's on that direction.
Sir, mic ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਬੋਲੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਦਿੱਕਤ
Hello? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's okay. So, okay, we've already discussed the pack created by the nature, so I'll skip that. I've written it down to be quicker enough because I knew that at the end there won't be enough time for me to go through whatever I had to say. So that's why I can read it quickly. So, okay, historical evolution of packaging is a long subject that cannot be discussed in a few minutes. I will share a little of my own life experiences with packaging. My father started a consumer product company in 1939, manufacturing fountain pennings, marking, stamping inks, office adhesives, cosmetics, etc. They were in varying forms like liquid, powder, and solids. As a child in 1950s, I saw that we used paper, even newspaper, for wrapping or paper bags, cartons, and glass as primary packaging. Printing was mostly with blocks, and artists would manually prepare the designs with poster colors and brushes. There were no computers that time. Tertiary packaging was wooden cases, crates, and stuffed with dried grass, so to protect the glass or the fragile products. In the 1960s, when plastics HDP, LDP came around to be produced in India, corrugated cartons started being manufactured, all started to change in packaging. Films started being produced, web printing and converting started evolving. By end of the century, flexible packaging was growing, and see where it has reached now. A path-breaking decision in packaging was taken in 1960s. Government of India, through Ministry of Commerce, established the Indian Institute of Packaging at Mumbai to improve standards of packaging and to boost exports. The result of this is obvious. Some of the brightest of alumni are in front of us, doing justice to the knowledge imparted and keeping the flag of their alma mater flying high. They create value for consumers for developing packages that indicate the uniqueness of product these packages carry, bring about ease of use, become the marketing tool, and now also endeavor to be sustainable at end of life. You heard Pawan speak about the importance of packaging industry and the need to impart technical education to packaging development to our young workforce. Packaging industry is growing at a fast pace. IIP has projected a market size of more than 100 billion US dollars. Unconfirmed reports peg the estimate at double that. Many estimates hint at robust growth of 12 to 30% depending on diverse segments. I express my gratitude to this amazing and learned packaging fraternity, all of you. Thank you very much for being here today, for having responded so overwhelmingly to my invitation request. Getting 3 or 4 brand owners used to be a challenge. Today, having all of you here, I'm really overwhelmed. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you for being a great audience at this unique event. Your ideas will help in evolution and future development of packaging. Our converters are the backbone of packaging. They provide capabilities to shape your ideas into packages that perform. The packages help with your conceptualization to secure the brands from being duplicated, offer protection to consumers by implementing your ideas in converting to concepts. These converters here today are among some of the largest and capable respected ones in the country. We thank the sponsors, Kris Flexipacks, Moldtek Packaging, Parksons Packaging, San Printech, Zircon, and most importantly, OMET for their support. We are sure they will evaluate the challenges and propose solutions for brands to consider. We are thankful to Anil Arora and his entire team of Flexo Summit Asia for supporting Future of Pack. Thank you, entire team of Unam Vittam, the company led by Pawandeep Sahni, which has conceptualized this event and helped in all execution. I hope and wish, following this success, we can take the idea of Future of Pack with support from this August gathering around the country for further evolution in innovation, beautification, security, and sustainability of packaging. I also request you all that after this, whatever information you're providing to Pawan is fine. Whatever you learn, because of my effort, do write me a couple of lines so that I can put it on my blog. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's all of us take a group picture, and I would also like to thank my team and especially Rohan. Rohan, can you come here? The guy who actually had shivers when we started this. The collaborative canvas was designed by him. And the fact that he and I have taken the pledge to make sure that the projects are enabled, right? So whenever you, please pick up his call. I know you guys are, all of us are busy, but whenever you see his call, he's only calling to take your own projects forward, right? With that, we'll take a picture, we'll get you your mementos, we quickly eat our lunch and we get back to the forum, to the main forum. Thank you. Please, all of us, we need all of us here.